zillion times. You were a decorated high school softball player in Oregon. How did you get from Oregon to Baltimore, Maryland?
So, I had a lot of offers, but something before that, I was born in Wisconsin, and then I came to Boston, and then we moved out west. And for me, I always had such strong memories of Boston and the East Coast, so I always knew I wanted to go back out east. And for me, I was too scared of New York or anything like that, and then DC I thought I wasn't good enough or anything, so I kind of settled in the middle with Baltimore. And Coppin State gave me a nice offer.
What was the recruiting process? I mean, did they come out to see you play?
No, they only had videotapes.
Okay.
And then they invited me out here.
And
So
you came
for
out.
a few days.
What was your first impression of Coppin State University?
Well, that was back when it was Coppin State College.
Right.
Yeah, right. Let's bring it back. It was small and city, and it was, what it was. But I like the idea of, because I've always built teams and played on teams where we built it from the ground up, and I saw it as an opportunity to bring, a lot of West Coast softball, which is vastly different than East Coast at the time, out here. And I thought, wow, why, I could go to Arizona or, go to a top school and just be on the bench, or I could go somewhere and start building a program and start, helping out. And that's kind of how I saw it.
Now, a lot of players, great players, are good players by example, not so much, teachers of the teammate. What role did you serve? Were you a leader by example, or did you actually mentor some of your teammates?
Oh, no, I am definitely by example. I was in the trenches with them. I played just as many innings. We all shared the same equipment. I brought all my equipment out from out west. We were all in it together. I never really thought of it as a star quality. Maybe I just had, just more experience and longer. I had been playing ever since I was 8 years old, 9 years old. So it was just ingrained in me. So that was it. I didn't think, we all just worked as a team.
Some great players don't understand the accolades. Did you hear some of these stats for the first time as we were introducing you, or were you aware of your place in history?
Well, I've always had stats. If it wasn't for here, then it was my ASA teams and then my high school teams and all that. But I don't really I kind of actually feel really awkward at award ceremonies. For me, it's just, I guess I wouldn't even remember all of these awards, but for me, I just have fond memories of the teammates that I played with.
I asked that question because you seem a little humble, and as you said, man, I'm being honored this much. What does it feel like to put that Hall of Fame jacket on?
Well, it looks better than my Letterman's jacket from high school. A little nicer, to be honest with you. So, I know my dad decided to put it up next to all those jackets when he gets home, but yeah.
Who's some of the teammates you remember?
Oh my goodness. Alicia Carta, for one. I don't know if you guys remember her too, but she was hilarious. That girl was 5'6", and she just could hit the ball like there was no tomorrow. And she used to play outfield too, and she used to bounce off fences, and we would make fun of her all the time for that. And then, of course, I played with AJ, so I'm sure you guys all AJ, yeah, she was awesome too. We all actually lived in the same dorm room. So we didn't just play together, guys. We lived together. We had pets together in the dorm rooms, which we're supposed to have, by the way. So we all had pets.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah. But actually, really funny. Nikki was with us. She had a tarantula, and she roomed with Alicia. And I swear to God, that tarantula ever got loose in our dorm. I told her, I go, that Seinfeld, if your tarantula dies, that's not my fault.
Is there one or maybe two games that stands out in your mind over everything else?
Yes, I told two stories. So one was when we played Morgan State. This is a great story. Oh, yeah. Well, listen to this. So we played Morgan State, and in the middle of the game, this car comes out of nowhere along the side and sideswipes and backswipes the Morgan State band. They're just off the ground. And we all stop playing. And these two guys jump out and just take out down the street, running as fast as they can. I'm like, what's going on here? And then so everyone kind of sits back, but then they run all the way down the street, and they come back to the car. Because obviously they left something behind, they didn't want to leave behind. And at that time, the umpires and some of the guys decided to go over to the car, and the guys took off running, and of course, police were called, and that was a good, hour delay of the game. That didn't work, guys. thing.
You know, it's funny because I love about Jamie. She doesn't want to talk much about herself, but she can talk all day about her teammates. And Jamie, tell us a little bit about you're a big advocate now for health issues. What are you doing with that right now?
So I've always been advocacy. So during COVID, I worked to help feed the city with Baltimore community food and a lot of stuff through the mayor's office, and also a mixologist and a sommelier. So in 2019, I won Best Bar and Restaurant of Baltimore, called Old Major. So I helped develop them too as well. And then recently I had some health issues. So I'm actually a liver transplant awaiting a kidney transplant right now. So I'm a big advocate for helping people with transplantation, especially in less represented communities where healthcare is often overlooked and overseen. So I work with a lot of people to just make connections, to help process. And then also a big advocate for addiction treatment and counseling.
When did that become a passion of yours?
Just losing some friends. I mean, be honest with you guys, a lot of college athletes afterward get lost in the process and they develop addictions, you know, and it's just, you know, especially in the days of Oxycontin and everything like that. So after seeing a lot of that stuff and unfortunately watching some friends, you know, untimely pass away to the overdose, I just felt like I have a pretty big voice and good following and I could do a lot with it. So that's been the last several years of my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Imhof.
Thank you.